vegan playmaker for International Boxing. I've got the pleasure to do with my Tom. Tom, how are you today?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Before we jump into it, I do want to touch on your amateur achievements. That's all right.
Yeah.
And it's a long list. I've got to take a deep breath. Yeah. So, Olympic squad member for the Philippines.
Yeah.
Former Team England representative. 3-time national champion. 5-time national champion. And I don't know how many box cups you won, mate, but it just says multiple when I was doing
I
research.
think about 8. International and national put together about 8, yeah.
I mean, that is a ridiculous list there, mate. I mean, but how does it feel to kind of look back on your amateur?
I think everything that I wanted to do apart from the Olympics, I've achieved as an amateur. Obviously, I went to the Philippines in hopes of an Olympics, but for different circumstances, my timing wasn't the best with who they've got, and it's very competitive weight at 57. But don't get me wrong, I'm still in contention for the Olympic spot, and it's obviously I can go back if I want to. But in terms of everything that I want to do, especially domestically, I've achieved everything domestically. Some would say even internationally, I've done a lot internationally as well. The only thing that I was missing is really like your Commonwealth Games, your Olympics, and just your major tournaments. But as we all know, with everything that's going on with amateur boxing at the moment, some of it's quite unlikely to be taking place. So I can't really wait around and waste those years.
Definitely, is that kind of the reason? Obviously, I do want to touch on kind of you pursuing the Olympic Games. Is the current political situation the reason why, or are there other aspects at play of why you might not go?
Obviously, the political situation has got to be the main factor. I mean, I can't. The Philippines have told me that the 28 Olympics is all for me. Like they're saying that I'm next in line to be the number 1 at 57. But you just don't know what's going on with the 28 Olympics. At the moment, it's not the Olympic sport. They've only just sanctioned the 24 Olympics for boxing, so I can't wait around for another 5 years and wait for the next Olympics when I don't even know it's going to be there. So most of it is a political situation, but also I'll be about 20. I'll be 22, 23 by the time that's finished. So is that a bit too late to go over? Probably not, but I don't want to waste them years in between.
Definitely, you kind of want to come into your prime in the pros then?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, 100%.
Perfect. Before we go on to the programme, pro game, I do want to touch on the latest Haringey Box Cup. I mean, did you win that tournament previously, or was this the first time?
No, I boxed in it the year before, and then I boxed in it this year, just gone the 23.
We'll talk about this year. I mean, shout out to Harry from No Smoke Boxing. He was absolutely livid with the decision from the semi-final. I mean, pretty much commonplace that he got robbed of the decision. I mean, how's it dealing with something like that? Obviously, we know that in the amateurs it sort of happens too often, but obviously someone who's suffered that, how does it feel to kind of get the rough end of a decision that you thought you won as well?
Well, every time it's a hard pill to swallow, but that one was a particularly hard pill to swallow. I mean, being on the zone, a lot of people around me, the whole arena was around that ring watching it, so at least there was a lot of eyeballs on it. But it was a particularly tough one to swallow. I mean, I just come back from the Philippines, so I had a lot of reputation on my shoulders, a lot of pressure on my shoulders, and there was a lot of eyes on me, and there was a lot of people that were watching me thinking that I should perform. And to be fair, I did, but the decision just didn't reflect my performance. Like I thought I absolutely killed him for 3 rounds. I had him on the ropes for 3 rounds. There was no two ways about it, and somehow it went 4-1 the other way. But you see it a lot, especially over that weekend. There were so many decisions like that. It was very questionable, the judging over the whole weekend, not just for me. But it does happen in the amateur sport, so it's not something you can change. You've got to swallow it and move on with it. At the end of the day, the amateurs, it is your apprenticeship, so it is all the learning curve, and you can't take everything too literally. It's just a pinch of salt. So it is what it is.
Definitely, mate. And obviously you've moved on now. You've signed with Lee Eaton and Let's Go Management. I think Lee and Let's Go have a very good relationship with Will Jones and the team here. I mean, why were they the right management team for you?
So I've known Lee for a little while now, and Lee's done a lot for me even before I was signed to him. So just as a friend, he'd done a lot for me. We'd be going up and down the country, he'd take me to shows, and I'd be networking, and we'd just be building that relationship. And I just think the situation that Lee's in, with all the champions that he's got, and everything that he's done for those champions, and all the opportunities that he's got for them, I just don't believe that there's a better management company out there at the moment. I think Lee is the leading management company at the moment with Let's Go Management. I really do think that, and obviously the relationship that he's got with Will, it's a no-brainer to go with the both of them. So obviously to be there with Let's Go, I do think they can make me a start, and obviously they've done me good for promotional deals. So it's all paying off at the moment.
Definitely, we'll touch on your promotional deal. I mean, it was reported by us that you've signed with Wasserman Boxing. I mean, is there any truth in that?
Yeah, I'm not going to beat around the bush. There is obviously, I have obviously signed with Wasserman Boxing. I don't think it was probably the worst kept secret about, to be honest. I think everyone sort of knew.
Sorry for that, mate.
No, it's all good. It's probably the worst kept secret about, really. I do think, obviously, I was speaking to other promoters as well, but I like the way that Wasserman, I like the way they work, I like the way they do things. Obviously, with the Channel 5 and DAZN, you're not limited to one streaming platform. And for me, it's all about exposure at the moment. It's all about getting as many eyeballs on that ring as possible. So, with two different streaming platforms, especially Channel 5 is huge domestically, I do think they can make me a star alongside Let's Go Management.
Talk to me as well about kind of Callaghan and Nissa. They've been involved in the sport, I think, for a long time, especially kind of the WB. They were involved before this, but the WBSS is one thing that kind of catapulted them to this new level. Is that kind of that historic nature of them being involved in boxing the reason why you wanted to sign with them as well?
Yeah, I mean, they've obviously got a lot of experience with, especially promoting champions and getting big opportunities with the World Boxing Super Series and other tournaments like that. And obviously they work alongside a lot of different promoters, like your Matchrooms, your Frank Warrens, your Boxers. And I do think that being on loads of different shows, again, it should help with exposure. But also as well, the stable that they've got, it's not too big, but it's not too small. So I do think it's not like I'll sign my contract and I'll be put on the shelf. I know that I'll have what I need around me, and I know that they can offer me that exposure, and they can offer me their devices to help me become a star.
Definitely, I think if you look at the likes of Josh Kelly, Harlem Eubank, Chloe Watson, and they're not short since Wasserman got started this activity as well. They've been out most weeks as well. So credit to you, mate. I do want to touch on Will Jones. Obviously, we've got Tara Davis sparring over there. We've got Brooke Eaton wrapping her hands to the right. I mean, talk to me, what is it like? Obviously, Will isn't one of the most well-known trainers in the country, but you've got a thriving stable here, Jordan Perkis as well. What's it like training here, Will Jones?
Obviously, Will's a young trainer. He's very much a student. They've been in the game for 3 or 4 years, so everyone's still got a lot to learn. But the fact that Will is learning just as much as we are, it helps everyone to strive and be better. So obviously, with all of that put together, you'd hope that it makes everyone a star. And obviously, with O'Hara, you've got the Mad, you've got a lot of different experiences, and you've got so many different styles in here that we can all watch each other and we can all learn off of each other, and everyone's hungry for success. So the fact that everyone's hungry, it means that we can all strive and we can all push each other to different limits.
Definitely, and we look forward to seeing it. When can we see a professional debut? What's going on?
Hopefully. I mean, we're looking at September, but at the moment it's more looking like October at the moment. We're looking for the right show, we're looking for the right opponent, and we're obviously not trying to be rushed. I'm only 18, so I've got a lot of time, but there's a lot of people that are predicting that I'll go through the ranks quite quickly. Obviously, I don't need to be pushed, I don't need to be rushed. There's no need for me to jump to different levels too quickly. There's just no need for it. But obviously, the quicker I can get out, the better. I mean, I can't wait to kick it off, and I'm not one for waiting, so I just want to get going, really.
Definitely, and for people who haven't watched you in the multiple box cups that you won, mate, what can people expect when they watch you in the pro rank?
I think they can expect an exciting style. There's a lot of people that tell me I'm a hard hitter, so hopefully in the small 8 ounce gloves you can expect a few knockouts early. I do think I'll be knocking people out quite quickly. I mean, I'll box at super bantamweight, so it's fairly light, and for someone who I think can punch, I do think I'll be knocking people out quite quickly, so expect fireworks.
Okay, well, we look forward to seeing it, and I mean the super bantamweight division, I mean definitely it's a better division there with Noah Nui kind of moving into the division now. And Tom, thank you for your time today, mate.
Thank you very much.
My final question, we ask everyone this, what does boxing mean to you?
Boxing means everything to me. If I wasn't boxing, I'd be doing a 9 to 5, and for me I was always very active, so to be doing a 9 to 5, I mean, I'll be bored. I'll be so bored. I'll be looking for a way out. So, and I just love fighting. To be fair, like it's not particularly in my blood. Like I haven't grown up fighting for everything that I own for, but as I've gone through the years, it has definitely been ingrained into my blood, and it's definitely a lifestyle. So, and I love the life. I love the way it is. I love training. I love just fighting. I love sparring. If anything, people are telling me not to spar so much. So, the fighting aspect, you just can't get enough of it. And if I wasn't boxing, who knows where I'd be.
Perfect. Well, Tom Welland, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your time.
New debut, we look forward to
Thank you. Thank you for your time. Cheers, mate. Thank you.